Hi, this is David Cross. I'm the Director of Marketing for Azure Standard. I just got an email this morning from David Stelzer, who's the CEO of Azure Standard. And if you don't already know, Azure Standard is a large organic farm located in Central Oregon. And we're also the largest independent distributor of organic non-GMO foods here in the United States today. David's email that I got from him just an hour ago is really shocking, and I'm just going to summarize it here, and then we'll put a link to it at the bottom of this video. So one of our organic farms is about 2,000 acres, and it's located in Sherman County in Morrow, which is in Central Oregon, not far from our headquarters in Dufur. And at that farm, about 2,000 acres, and we've been certified organic for about 18 years, and we produce most of the wheat, field peas, barley, einkorn and beef for Azure Standard. Now, Sherman County, that's the county in Oregon that this farm is located in, has recently changed the interpretation of its statutory code for controlling noxious weeds, and they've decided that control is not enough, that they want to eradicate noxious weeds. Now, these are weeds like morning glory, Canada thistle and white top. And you know, I mentioned that we're an organic farm. We're certified organic and have been for over 18 years. And it's very difficult to actually eradicate noxious weeds through organic methods. We could certainly control them, but we cannot eradicate them. And the only way that you could actually eradicate noxious weeds is to use chemicals and herbicides such as Roundup or glyphosate, Milestone and Escort, very toxic and poisonous substances that are never used in organic production or agriculture. Anyway, what we're faced with here is that we may soon get a court order from Sherman County in Oregon telling us that we have to have our 2,000 acres of organic fields sprayed with this muck, this poisonous muck, to eradicate these noxious weeds. There's a court hearing in Sherman County on May the 22nd, and what we'd like you to do is to write to the court, preferably by May the 17th. Either email them or call them. I'll give you the details in just a second. And express your concern about this. Concern is such a mild word. When I got this email from David today, I was really sickened. And what Sherman County has decided to do, in its far-reaching wisdom, is to actually force Azure Standard, Azure Farms, by court order, to have 2,000 acres of organic land sprayed with these toxic and noxious and repugnant chemicals and herbicides such as Milestone, Escort and Roundup. And you only have to check on the internet anywhere, any reliable source about these chemicals and what damage they can do to the environment and their poisonous nature. Not only is the local county thinking of making us have our organic fields sprayed with these chemicals, but they will further put a lien on the farm. They will put a lien on the farm, and then they will make us pay for the expense of labor and chemicals used. So what they're doing is that they're interpreting a statute, first of all, that it says that it should be the eradication of noxious weeds rather than the control of the noxious weeds. It's then forcing us to have our organic farm sprayed with this noxious stuff. And then it's making us pay for the imposition and trespass on our land to have this stuff sprayed. Now, we'd like you to take action. In a minute, I'm going to put an email address and phone number on the screen. If this is on Facebook or on a website that you're looking at this, you will find that information inside the post here. We'd like you to write, email, call, before May the 22nd, but preferably before May the 17th, and express your concern about this. May the 22nd is when the next court discussion is going to happen. And we believe that if enough people express enough concern about this, it will be fairly impossible for any of those court officers to ignore that voice and to proceed with this extremely drastic action. At the start, I mentioned that I'm the marketing director of Azure Standard, but you know, I'm a father of 6. And many years ago, we decided as a family that we were going to stop buying non-organic and GMO products and produce because we just made a choice at that time that it was better for our health and the health of our family and our children. I mentioned that you can go and look up any of the facts online about the toxicity of these noxious, nasty chemicals. There are also links to, for example, with Roundup, with glyphosate, that it was really basically a derivative of Agent Orange, which was used as a way to deforest large areas in the Vietnam War. This is nasty stuff. Imagine if someone came and made you spray your garden, where your family goes, where you grow your fruits, vegetables and flowers. Imagine someone coming on your land and spraying this stuff. We urge you today, please take action. Please write to the Sherman County Court with the email address we're going to give you in a second, or just call them and express your concern. Express your concern for your children, for the environment, for the fact that a government agency, and a minor one at that, can come in and can in a very forceful way trespass and poison an entire farm, an organic farm. Express your voice, share your concerns, share this with your friends, share it on your Facebook page, copy a link and email it to your friends, write to your local newspaper, inform your local senator, whatever you need to do to make this happen. Please, we urge you, work with us and let's prevent this insane and ridiculous action from occurring. Thank you very much for your time today. I'm sorry that this was such a depressing message. It is a very important thing that we stop this. So on behalf of everyone, my friends and colleagues and their families at Azure Standard, we're very grateful for any time you can take to help us overcome this menace. So thank you very much.